start a bullet journal, and since I am running out of space in my old one, I am starting a new one today. And if you want to start bullet journaling, you first need a notebook. This is a Muji B6 notebook, and then you need pens of your choice. I personally recommend the Pilot Juice .38 pens, and then if you want, you can get some washi tape, which is absolutely adorable, some sticky notes, page flags, adhesive, some stickers. These are all things that are completely optional, but I really love using all of these materials in my bullet journal to add color and definition and to really separate out things and information in my journal. The very first page in my bullet journal is my key, which functions as a legend that helps you differentiate your tasks and bullets in all of your daily spreads or your to-do lists. And so I have both icons and colors. For icons, I mainly just have boxes for tasks because I focus my bullet journal more on like productivity. And so I have like a strike through for canceled, scribbled halfway for a half done task, scribbled all the way for a finished task, an arrow for a migrated task, which means if you don't complete the task for that day, you put an arrow through and add it to the next day, and then a circle for an event, appointment, etc. And then for my color key, I kept it really similar to the color code I use in my Hobonichi planner, where I have different colors for school, band, health, personal, and social media. And so I find keeping it as simple as possible makes it really easy for me to just jot down anything I need to get done during the day. On the page to the right of my key, I have my index, and this basically just serves as a table of contents for your notebook. So as you go, just number the pages in one of the corners, and then as you add things to your bullet journal, you can just add them into your index like so. And that just makes it very easy for you to find things later. And if you end up having pages you flip to very often, you can always use page flags or like post-it tabs to mark those pages, just so you don't have to keep flipping back and forth to your index. Next is my monthly setup for July. If you guys have seen my previous bullet journal videos, you know that I use a slightly different version of the box calendar method in my notebook. But this time I decided to try something new, and I did the traditional list layout of the month, where I just have a column of the day of the week alongside the date, and then I write all of the events and things I am doing during the month. And then on the other side of the spread, I have all of my goals for July only. So this is like a list of everything I need to get done during the month. And I think seeing both my goals and all of the events of the month side by side is going to work really well for me. And I find that just setting up a monthly spread is such a great way to really plan for the future. After the monthly spread, I just jump right into my daily spreads. And basically the daily spread is just a place to write the day, maybe the day of the week, and then write basically a to-do list under that with anything you want to get done for the day. And so as you can see here, I used my color key that I established in my key. And so I also use these sticky notes that have the entire weekly layout on my daily spreads, just so I can kind of see short-term things that are coming up. And then after that, I just kind of keep going with the days. And so as the pages go on, I'll just run days into each other. And I like that I can kind of have flexibility by having either, 1 day per page or maybe 3 days per page. And so it really just depends how busy you are. And so this is what my journal mainly consists of. So that at its core is what my bullet journal will consist of. However, there are a couple of collections I want to transfer from my old bullet journal to this one. And so the first one is my level 10 life spread. And this is an updated version because my old one is completely filled up because I was satisfied with how everything was going. But if you guys don't know what this is, it is basically a visual representation of your satisfaction with different aspects of your life. And so I chose 10 different aspects of my life, like band or my studies, my health, social life, whatever. And so each section gets its own color, and so then I just rank on a scale of 1 to 10 how satisfied I am with that portion of my life. And so since, as you can see, the square is pretty barren at the moment, but that's kind of a great motivator for me to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to reach my goals for the month, as you've seen previously. And as I reach those goals and check off things I want to get done, I can color in more levels on this square to increase my satisfaction, to show that I've progressed as a person. And so your goal with this spread is to reach a level 10 life in each of these aspects. And so I think it's just so amazing for me. It's worked so well, and I can't wait to keep adding more color to this. So this next spread is a books to read list. This is very typical of the bullet journal, as you've seen in my Bujo Battles videos. But I just have a list of books I want to read or revisit, and this can be applied to podcasts, movies, or TV shows. On the right, I have a mind map of this poetry analysis assignment that I have to do for my AP Literature summer homework. And I love to brainstorm or plan out my school assignments in my bullet journal. I think it's so useful to refer back to as I go through my daily tasks. And so this happens a lot in my bullet journal, and basically that is exactly how I set up my new bullet journal. I hope that was helpful for anyone who isn't sure where to begin with a bullet journal. And if you guys have any further questions about it, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will definitely get to them. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube